you concerned about the localized conflict happening in the remote areas, and that's come out from the bishop's message. So, how could this localized conflict be ended?
You know, there is no local conflict in our country which is not connected to the government.
Mm.
Yeah, all of them, all these communal violence, they are highly connected to the government. I tell you why. You need the rule of law in a country. For anything to do with the law, human rights, respect, a good governance, all this has to do with the authority, the leadership. The leadership in a given place in a country is the one that makes sure that nobody is there to humiliate another human being. Like a father in the house. If can you sit in your house and you see your children beating each other, one is really almost killing another, and you just sit down, these are children. No. You as a father will say, hey, stop it. Stop it. So the government is supposed to be the watchdog over every corner of South Sudan and put the rule of law. Anybody who's humiliating his fellow brother and sister, who's either killing or who's depriving, should go before the law. But because there's nobody there, when you do this, you go free. There's no prison. There's no one arresting. There's no law. So everybody takes in their hands freedom to commit violence, to commit atrocities, and no action is taken. This is why I'm saying no violence, no communal violence is not connected to the government. All of them are connected to the central system, the government.
As you go back to Yambio, as a man of God, what is your message to the fellow South Sudanese?
My message is, my friends, my brothers and sisters, this is our country. You should not in any way regret for having the Republic of South Sudan. We must celebrate. This month of July is the month of joy. We have been born. We have been recreated. This is our nation. And for us to do our best is we fall in love with this South Sudan. We must admire it. We must really cherish it. So as we cherish it, as we love it, then we are commanded by that gesture of love to do our best to make sure that I polish my South Sudan, I clean it, I give it all that is good because it is mine, it belongs to me. And so let us fall in love with South Sudan. Create a beautiful picture. If there's anything there you love so much, if anything, it is you draw the image. So let us draw the image of South Sudan we want. I'm sure each one of us will draw it beautiful. So if you draw it beautiful, do your best to make it that beauty. Contribute all those things that it takes to make South Sudan great. Let us do it in any small way. You are a watchman, you watch as though I'm in charge of South Sudan. You are a teacher, you do the same. You are a police or a member of the organized forces, do the same. You are in a higher political office, do the same. In the church, we do the same. All of us, everybody, footballer, whoever is there, do your best because you love South Sudan. And if you do, because there's no any other country out there which will be better than yours, it's ours. And as each time you go out of this country, you visit other places, any beautiful thing you see there, you should imagine it to be in South Sudan. I feel pain when I walk on the street of Juba and see people, you drink water from the plastic, you throw it on the ground. Any rubbish, you throw anywhere. You sit under a tree, you don't do anything. You are killing South Sudan. Remember when you just sit down there and time is passing, you are not doing anything useful, you be sure. Don't complain that people are not taking care of you. You are actually one of the first bring South Sudan down. We must be accountable to ourselves. Really, I feel strongly that as we are celebrating this 13th year of our independence, let us begin really to change our attitude gradually to fall in love with our country. Parents should do that. Once your child, begin to educate the child at home to fall in love with South Sudan. You know, when we were in Sudan, in Khartoum, the Arabs, they sing Sudan. All their songs are Sudanese, everything, they do that. We need to do the same in South Sudan. How do you know you are South Sudan? How do we behave? How do we greet? How do we walk? What is the style of, the gestures of South Sudanese? What is the smell of South Sudan? This has to be we were to do it. So for me, I think as a church person, all we need to do definitely is not enough prayer. The prayer we say, take it into action. That you really use the time God has given you maximally to build this country. We are not the one to enjoy South Sudan. We are supposed to feel as workers. We are the one building. Our grandchildren are the one coming to see, yeah, granddad did this, granddad built that bridge, the granddad built that stadium. You know, for us now, we must be dirty. Our hands must be dirty because we are workers for this new republic. You see a mother of a baby, the mothers of babies are not smart because the baby is doing everything on the mother. And she doesn't throw the baby away. She washes the baby and takes care of it. We must be the mothers. We need to take care of this republic. And it's not, I mean, those are speeches, yes, but I really think we have got to make a change of what we do. And especially young people. Especially young people.
And what did these 13 years of independence bring to your memories?
You know what? I wrote a very beautiful article about the independence. I think I have it at home. What it brings to my memory, you know, that night I didn't sleep because I wanted to see, this child being born.
Yes.
And when that midnight came, I told my priest, hey guys, no sleeping. The baby has been born.
Yes.
And that the whole day we continued to see this baby. We continue to see this baby, in the activities that took the next day. What happened? People were running on the roads, singing and exclaiming. And I was in Yambio when the governor, because there was communication with Juba,
Yes.
and there was communication with Juba to see when the flag is rising. So I could see the governor, the government, we walked near the pole of the flag. And because the phone is there, okay, it is reaching me the way. So they were going. When the first one in Juba reached the top, then I was coming up. We can see the joy. I remember that, the jubilation. And imagine, that's why if anybody is doing anything wrong to South Sudan, they should really regret, why am I doing this?
But why are you celebrating too much? Why are you celebrating? What made you excited?
My man, I was born in another reality. I was born in another reality. Yes, we were Sudanese, but we didn't get it well. There were some people were claiming to be more Sudanese. And here is saying that here we found ourselves now, oh, it's me, my country. This is me here. And you know, that joy was a lot. And of course, there were also false celebration. But for me, I was mature. I was already a bishop 2 years. And at least I was mature. I could understand what independence meant. But also, I had also some false thinking, like any person who thought with the independence, as soon as we celebrate independence, there will be flowing water in all the houses, electricity everywhere. Our roads will be paved, schools from kindergarten to the university, proper hospitals. You know, people were connecting. Yes. Or seriously, there were people connecting independence with the proper services. They thought we suffered enough. Now this is the end. We are liberated finally. Here we are. We are a free country, like somebody sang in their song.
Yes.
You can imagine the sadness when people begin to see, what I celebrate is different now. I go hungry. There is this one is fighting. By the way, there were no fightings among people. We lived there. I mean, you could hear rarely that tribes were fighting themselves because we had only one. And now when you begin to hear people, this tribe is fighting with that. These people have been living together. This is why we are saying the 13th celebration we are having now should be also a moment of reflection. Should be a moment of asking ourselves some serious questions. Down the road, 13 years, what have we done? What have we contributed for this baby that has been born to us? Should we continue the same way for the last 13 years, or we now say about 10? We begin anew. We start anew. We begin with a new mindset, a kind of innovative approach to developing our country. So we get over differences. And I would say forgive. Yes, it's not easy to forgive, but if you love South Sudan, you will let go some of the problems that are there with your brother or with your sister, because I love South Sudan. So that's my joy, and I'm wishing everyone as we get in this month of July. By the way, the month of July in South Sudan, you don't need to be angry. Everywhere you are going to be smiling, greeting everyone, because
Why?
we were born in this month.
Yes.
This is the month of
It's our birthday.
It's our birthday is July.
Yes.
Eh? Birthday is
It's our
July.
birthday.
Happy birthday to you.
Yes, yes.
Happy birthday to
Yeah,
you.
exactly.
Happy birthday to you, South Sudan. How birthday to you. How
Okay.
old are you now?
We are
Oh,
13.
13.